Hey guys, I got a box from USA Gundam Store, and it is some pretty cool stuff that Adam sent for me to test out and share with you guys and just use, and so you guys can see what some of these cool products and stuff are like. So it's not actual like kits or anything, just products, tools, and things like that to try out on some projects here. So before we get into that, I'll just remind you guys that today I'm also posting a new Zaku news video over on the USA Gundam TV channel. So if you guys want to keep up to date with the news videos on like new kits that are announced and things like that, just make sure you're subscribed to the USA Gundam TV channel where I'm doing those Zaku news videos now. Also, make sure you're subscribed to this channel as well too, of course. Let's get into some of the cool stuff we've got here in the box. Let's actually, I think, maybe turn us around here so I can properly show you guys what we got here. All right, so first up here we got two sets of the USA Gundam Store brand single blade nippers here. These are just the same nippers that I've been using for a while. As you can see, mine could definitely use some replacing, but I've been using these a bunch. Like all the kits I've built over the past, since whenever I started using these, it's probably been like close to 2 years now or something like. And so they're still holding up actually perfectly fine, but don't mind upgrading to a new set. So those are nice. Got a couple of these USA Gundam Store Apex character, mascot character, enamel pins here. My son loves these. Every time I get some enamel pins sent to me from someone or anything like that, I'm always giving them to my son. Some of his backpack's full of these, so he'll definitely love that. So these are awesome. You can get these there on the site there as well. And also USA Gundam Store sticker here as well with that cool holograph effect on there. Also very cool. And the famous razor here from Gun Primer. Now, this is something I've heard a lot about. I had been sort of interested in it, and it seems kind of strange. It's like a glass file, I guess. So I'm looking forward to trying this out, kind of seeing what all the fuss is about with this. It's certainly some elaborate packaging here for this. Think, make, and enjoy together with some Korean. So I didn't know that Gun Primer is a Korean brand, but apparently it must be, since it's got Korean in the manual. Otherwise, why would it have Korean in the manual? So that's kind of funny that it was apparently, if that's true, if it's made in Korea, that it was made in Korea, sent to America, and then sent back to me here in Korea. So I'll do a whole video on that, trying that out, seeing what that's all about later on. So we'll take a look more at that in a little bit, but there is the razor from Gun Primer. Then also from Gun Primer here we have the joint guard for plastic model. Now I was looking at this and I'm not actually sure what this is meant to be, but I think basically what this is, yeah, it says it improves the fixing ability of all joints of plastic models. So it's basically just like a little tape that you just apply to joints to make it so that the fit is a little better. So if you like your parts fitting like a little bit loose, it's just like a little piece of tape that you can stick to there. So, it seems like kind of like basically just like masking tape, which you could just use just masking tape and cut it up into pieces, but it's just pre-cut little pieces. So I guess that's kind of convenient. I don't know, maybe there's more to it and I'm just kind of not giving it the full explanation there. So I'll check this out and see what else there is really to this. And again, we'll work this into a demonstration video later for you guys. But there you go, joint guards. Aha, yes, and the USA Gundam Store brand pin vise, basic pin vise set here from Mr. Hobby. So it's the collaboration between GSI Krios, Mr. Hobby, and USA Gundam Store to basically release their pin vise set, which I love, which you guys see me using all the time. But this one is the USA Gundam Store version of that. So basically just the colors are different of them, and it's got the USA Gundam Store sticker on there. So that's cool. We'll upgrade my set, not really upgrade, just change out my set for this USA Gundam Store version of the set. Very cool. And the other collaboration between Mr. Hobby and USA Gundam Store here is the Mr. Line Chisel. So this was a G tool that I didn't really even know really existed until we talked about this, Adam and I, in a previous episode of our live stream there on the USA Gundam TV channel. As you can see, it's just got the USA Gundam Store name there on the side, and so it's just got a couple of chisels in here, and I think they're all the same. I think you just get a couple of spares. I think it's just 0.3 millimeter for this, so it's just a chisel to help kind of re-scribe your lines basically, or scribe panel lines, so you can use this here as a panel line scriber. So it's a little bit different. It's like a hook shaped one, which is different from ones that I've used before. So I'll look forward to giving this one a try as well, seeing how it compares to some other different chisels, similar chisels. And some cool stuff here from AK Interactive. So I've previously tested out some AK Interactive paints before, but these are some other different weathering products mostly. So here we have the mud effects. This one has fresh mud, earth effects, and dark mud all in here in this cool packaging like that. And then this one is Chipping Essentials Weathering Set. So you got aluminum chipping and then chipping color, and then worn effects agent fluid and heavy chipping agent fluid. It's kind of a tongue twister there, but this has all those fluids in there, the paints and the fluids there, so for you to use that, the chipping fluids. So this one, I've never used this type of chipping fluid before. I've just done any chipping in different ways, but this is a cool way that you can do chipping that I never tried before, so that should be fun. And then also the weathering pencils for modeling here from AK as well. These I've seen a lot about, and apparently people like them quite a bit. So this set comes with the sepia, sand, dark green, light green, and olive green. So I'll have to do something green so we can try some of these out on a Mac K sort of kit, for example, something like that. Or we'll find something to use these on. Maybe a Dugram kit painted in some green colors could be kind of cool. I do want to paint up that Dugram kit sometime in the near future. And also this True Metal Steel. So I was taking a look at this, and it looks like basically you just prime your part and then just apply this onto there with the paintbrush. It looks like it's just sort of gonna be this kind of thick paint, it sort of seems like, basically. And I'm not sure exactly what it is. Oh, it's colored wax. So it can be applied with a brush or a cotton swab and then polish it to get an ultra realistic finish. So there you go. It can be used by either paintbrush or cotton swab, or I suppose you could probably apply this like with a latex brush as well. Maybe that could also probably work pretty well. Possibly, I'll have to try that. And then you just polish it, and you get a metallic effect on there. So pretty interesting. Let's give those a try. And then of course some mecha decals as well. So these are the mecha decals, and I think these are the new sets because they don't have the part at the top, because I think maybe because they're so new. But let's see, this is Mecha Decal Set 001. So we've got these Decal Set 001 in gray, red, and white in 1/100 scale and the 1/144 scale. So we've got plenty of those to try out. So of course these are the ones that are a collaboration between Child of Mecha, Tim, and USA Gundam Store that produced these. So those will be pretty cool. They're kind of similar to like HIQ decals essentially, but they're slightly different in their design and super high quality printed, as I've heard. So looking forward to trying these out. And then yeah, so this is the set too, a little bit different designs on these, but it looks like also in red, white, and gray in 1/100 scale and also 1/144 scale. So I got the full set of those. Looking forward to trying those out. Of course, I've been hearing all about them from Tim and other people who have been using them, and everyone says how great they are. So I'm sure they're going to be good. I'll be definitely using these. As you guys know, I love my decals and I've got plenty of them, so these will definitely go into the collection. So yeah, as you guys can see, there's a lot of cool stuff in here that I'm really looking forward to trying out. The weathering stuff, the mud and all that, I'm really looking forward to trying out on future projects. Now, that stuff will probably be used for projects a little bit later on. It's not something that I can really use for the projects that I'm currently working on and like the next one that I'm gonna be working on. But I'll be using this stuff, you know, as soon as I can, when I can, to at least demonstrate this stuff to you guys and try them out. So I'll also do some tests and stuff as well, like the mud effects I haven't used before. So I'll have to do some tests with that just to kind of get a feel for how they work. And I'll share that with you guys as well, just because I'm sure there's probably a lot of you guys maybe who've also never used that kind of product. So I want to be able to share that experience with you. So again, thank you, Adam, and everyone there at USA Gundam Store for all the work that you guys do. Appreciate this stuff, and I'm looking forward to putting it to use and sharing it with all of you guys out there. So again, just make sure you're subscribed so you can follow along with all the different projects and things that I'll be working on in the future, now and into the future and everything. So all right guys, that's it for today's video. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, you can leave a comment there down below and I'll answer that as best I can. If not, I'll try to ask the question or relay that to Adam or someone at USA Gundam Store. You can hopefully clear that up for you. But it's cool stuff, so I'm looking forward to using it. All right guys, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.